We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the six.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Lowry going to launch beyond the arc. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George.
That's his first personal foul.
Paul George is going to get a chance at three here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw. Whoops, that won't go. To Powell. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Pascal Siakam has got 2 shots coming. His career mark right now sits at 63%. And gets both to drop at the line. Leonard over to the right side. George, wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
From the painted area, won't go down. Marc Gasol missed his first. That one goes.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
George, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Even to Zubats, able to recover with the block. To Powell.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
That pass taken away by Toronto. To Lowry. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
Oh man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Shot by Anunoby, no good.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Kawhi Leonard. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lowry. Misfires. It's no good. George to Leonard. Short jumper off the mark. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Gasol, down low. He throws it down.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Thank you for your cooperation. Substitutions, Toronto.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Leonard, well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Buries the three.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Paul George goes to the right side. To George. That'll get out off the Raptors. George. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. To Van Vliet. Lets it fly from long range, and he hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Number 43, Pascal Siakam.
George had made his first couple, but he misses there. Clippers have it. Desperation shot here from half court. The first quarter's complete. The Clippers have the lead. Jay, one quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
To Powell. Shot from the lane won't go. Leonard. That is great vision to set it up. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
To Ibaka. Down low Gasol. Marc Gasol. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Lin with it. Down by 1. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
Lin with it. Down a point. To Gasol. Lays it up and in.
Shoot, shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Jeremy Lin. Changes coming from both sides right now. Leonard. And drains it.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Lowry. Got it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Williams. Leonard knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they'll go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
George, he engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Left in the second quarter.
Leonard, deep left corner. George, yes.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Paul George. Leonard. To Beverly. Down low to Williams. Beverly. Raptors have the rebound. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. And scores. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Stepping in.
Leonard. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard. Rebound taken by Toronto. Lowry to Gasol. Lowry and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Beverly to Leonard. Fires the three. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for three.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Powell to Lowry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. To George. Leonard. Beverly buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. They'll try to design something here to get a late bucket before the halftime buzzer.
Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Deep three at the buzzer. Yes, a 3 at the buzzer. And this is all tied up as we've reached the end of the first half. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter. Leonard. Man, that was a tough shot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that.
Beverly into the front court. Tie game, third quarter. Stuffs it down with authority.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Pascal Siakam pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice pass to set things up. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now 4 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Leonard, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Paul George. Stuffs it down with authority.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Around the perimeter to George. Beyond the arc for 3. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Lowry to Powell. Trying to cash in. And a putback slam.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Marc Gasol tips it. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. That'll get out off the Raptors. Serge Ibaka sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And scores. Strong take.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Fred VanVleet fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
4-3. He buries it.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
And throws it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Oh, emphatic slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lynn. Whoa, what a finish. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
JosePaprika. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Leonard to Beverly. Has a look. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
And finishes strong.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. The Clippers are out in front. Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Here's a chance from long range. Ooh, he'll take that.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Powell. Siakam to Lowry. Strong finish at the rim for Marcus All.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Leonard. Marcus All. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Cashes in for 2.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Count the basket at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Lowry into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. To Gasol. Lowry. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. To Paul George. Great feed, sets it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Gasol. Clippers have got it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
And look out.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 22, Maurice Harkless.
To Gasol. No, he missed a short one there. For three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Leonard. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Count the bucket for Norman Powell.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. To Lowry, going to launch beyond the arc, and it's Zubac with the rebound. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with